You ask? Here we go. It's going to be a longer video, but let's learn how we can use activated charcoal as a filter. So activated charcoal is a highly porous material. So that helps trap contaminant, which makes it useful for filtering water. Supplies you're going to need: activated charcoal, a container or a plastic bottle, and other filtering materials like sand, gravel, cotton, coffee filter. So if you use a plastic bottle, cut the bottom of the bottle off and then poke some small holes in the cap. That's going to help for drainage. Then you're going to place a cotton layer or coffee filter on the bottom, and that prevents the charcoal actually leaking through. Then you're going to add a layer, a very fine layer of sand or gravel. That's going to help remove larger debris and sediment. Then you're going to add a thick layer, 1 to 2 inches of the activated charcoal. This is going to be your key filtering layer. Porous structure of the activated charcoal will absorb chemicals, chlorine, and impurities. If you want, you can add another layer of gravel or sand on top of the activated charcoal. It's kind of just to help prevent the water from disturbing it too much, but you don't need to do that. And then you're just going to pour the contaminated water very slowly through the filter. The water is going to pass through each layer, getting a little bit more cleaner. The activated charcoal will absorb the impurities, which will improve the taste of the water and remove harmful chemicals. Once the water passes all the way through the filter, put it in another container. The water will be much cleaner and safer, but I would probably still boil it just to be safe to get rid of any pathogens. 2 things that you need to remember when doing this: you may need to change the charcoal. It can get saturated with contaminants. It needs to be replaced regularly, like every few weeks, depending on how much you use it. And finally, it's not going to remove everything. It will remove chlorine, chemicals, and some bacteria, but it will not kill pathogens like viruses or remove heavy metals. Because of this, it is a good idea to use a secondary treatment like boiling the water or using UV purification. Hopefully this helps, and like always, make sure you like, share, and follow for great prepping advice.